So one of the questions is, what size does the blank need to be? And how long will the wall be? So to work that out, if we study this, we find that the thickness hasn't changed. So if the thickness hasn't changed, we can imply that the area stayed the same. So whatever area we had at the beginning is the same area that is now distributed over the cylinder wall and left somewhat in the flange, and some of the original areas down here pretty much unmodified. So here we have a 44 millimeter diameter blank, and if we were going to run that, we'd place it centrally. Now that's part of the difficulty of this lab. It's not mechanically determined how central it is, and then pop it in under the press. And put a locating pin up from underneath, if I can find the locating pin. Ah, good. That's great. So now that pin or bolt aligns the die with the blank holder plate and the punch. So we're seeing the blank holder plate on green with green springs on it. The die is underneath and the punch is coming down from on top. So in the lab, all we've got to do is do the pumping and monitor the pressure. So we have a pressure gauge to see what force we're needing to use. So we can look at it carefully until we have it in contact. So the process is really starting from here. So we turn on our calipers, zero it. Oh no, we were going to zero it here and monitor zero. How far? Well, if we had done our sums, we would know how deep this cup was going to be, and we'd know how far we were going to drive the punch into the blank. So that's now set at pretty close to zero, and we go in 2 mil at a time and take a pressure reading. There's 2 millimeters and almost no pressure. There's 4 millimeters and it looks like 20 something bar. Oh, I've gone too far. 6.8 millimeters. It's a valid data point. And we've got something like 30 bar. 8.1. And we've got 30 bar again. So here we can see the punch has pushed the workpiece right into the die. So we've traveled too far. We'd need to do the calculations about how far we want and how high a wall we expect to achieve. We'll probably damage this taking it out, so stand by. So here goes pushing it out. There we go. We've dented the center of it, but we see the process and we see the cupped product. So that was a 44 diameter blank. We should be able to calculate what height we have achieved.